Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ellie and I've just recently embarked on a journey to becoming a minimalist. And this may seem all well and all, the problem is I used to be a hoarder, so as you can see I might have a bit of a problem with this. Now this is the second video on my minimalist series. In case you've missed the first one, I will leave it somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I'll leave the link somewhere down below. The first one was about the first steps that I took as a hoarder becoming minimalist, and today we are going to talk about 7 things that I don't buy anymore as a minimalist. I think this is a really big challenge. I think this is the second step into becoming a minimalist, because after you have gotten rid of all of the stuff you have clutter in your house, the biggest challenge after that is to make sure you don't put it back in again. So I want to make sure I'm not gonna run out and just buy all new stuff again and be faced with the same problem all over again. So this is what I've done. I've decided to mark 7 things that I'm not buying anymore. I haven't bought these things in a while, except for a few exceptions, which I will refer to them on topic wise. But other than that, yeah, I don't buy them anymore. I've been rambling out for too long. You guys want to know what it is. So yeah, let's get on to it. So the first thing that I don't buy anymore, and I feel like I'm gonna be stoned by a lot of people from saying this, but the first thing that I don't buy anymore is makeup. Now, I know that my channel has been very focused on makeup in the past. I've just started doing YouTube again, but before I used to do a lot of videos related to makeup, but I feel like makeup is not something that I really love anymore. Like, I still love it, let's just say I'm not passionate about it anymore, if that makes sense. And I was buying a lot of things, most of it because I wanted to collect it. I used to see these pictures on Instagram of people showcasing the makeup, and I used to love them. Like, I want to have a makeup room like that, but I just think it's useless because there's no way that I could use that much makeup, if that makes sense, and it's just really wasteful. So now I just try to use what I already have, and I only buy things that I actually need. For example, my eyeliner, like, I'm always wearing the cat eye, so if I've run out of eyeliner, of course I need to buy a new one. But that's pretty much it. Eyeliner and concealer, I would say it's the only 2 things that I actually have to buy now, because I have so much. I have powders, eyeshadows, so many things that I just want to get rid of. And in fact, I've gotten rid of some of my makeup. I've given it away to friends and family because I just don't need that much in my life. Some things I have never even used before, and it's just too much. And the thing is, I see a lot of people collecting so much makeup, but the truth is you can't even, like, you can't, unless you are a makeup artist, there's no way you can actually use it before the expiry date. Because in case you don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but in case you don't, makeup has an expiry date, and yeah, I'm just not gonna use it. So the second thing that I don't buy anymore are decoration items. Now, what I mean for decoration items are those knickknacks that you buy because it's cute. Oh, look, it's a little statue of a unicorn. Oh, it's a little, like, fake plant. Like, I don't buy those things anymore, and I used to buy them because it was like, oh, this is so me, oh, this is so cute, oh, this is gonna look good in my bedroom, but there's really no point to them. And I feel like I'm a bit biased because now my aesthetic, or my sense of aesthetic, such a Tumblr word to use, has changed, and I just really like the plain look of things, just like simple lines. So I might be a bit biased, but I just don't buy decoration items anymore. If you can't fill in a function, I just don't get it. The third thing I feel like a lot of people will understand, and it is stationery. I don't know about you guys, but I used to be that kind of person that would just buy notebook after notebook. Like, oh, I could really do a diary with this. Oh, I can make a cooking book of this, and I've never done it. So I have a collection of notebooks which I have never used before. Why? So now I don't buy any more stationery. I don't buy pens, paper, I don't buy notebooks. I try to use the ones I already have. I've started to do a to-do list for the day, weekend, week, and that has helped me organize. That's another conversation for another video. I don't know, I'm touching that subject, but the point is, I am trying to use up the ones I already have before buying new ones, which is very hard because, you know, stationery. Everyone loves to buy stationery. I'm not even in school anymore, but I don't know what it is about stationery, but Fourth thing is craft items. Now, I've always been a very creative person. I love to create, But this has become a problem in the sense that I've used to hoard things because I thought I might use them later. Now, the best example of this is that I used to keep IKEA boxes. Do you know the cardboard boxes? Yeah, I used to keep those boxes because I thought, oh, maybe I can do this with them, maybe I can do that, maybe they're gonna be useful in the future. Turns out they never were. They were just sitting there, occupying space, clutter, gathering dust, and never been used. Just rubbish. Right there. So I decided to get rid of all the projects that I've never actually started, and I don't miss it. Well, I do miss being creative, but I have YouTube for that, I have Instagram for that, and that could be a way that I can be creative without making any more clutter than my life already is. The next thing is magazines. I think a lot of people love going through magazines, going through Vogue, Elle, Cosmopolitan, even going through business magazine, entertainment magazines, this and that, science. The thing is, I don't have time to read them. As much as I love them, I just don't have the time. Now, in my job, I do find the occasional discarded magazine, and that's the ones I keep and just go through them whenever I have time. But most of the cases, it's just ends up being a lot more, clutter, and I don't really get around from reading it. So I don't buy them. I do keep them if I find them, I'll be honest, but I don't buy magazines anymore. Now, this is a suggestion that came to my mind. Well, I mean, it's not really, I'm not really that original because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have thought about this, but if you are someone that has time to read magazines, that do enjoy reading magazines, and you are wondering how can you reduce the clutter and reduce the waste from those magazines, a great suggestion would be to subscribe to magazines online. I know that there's a lot of magazines like Vogue and Elle, I think Cosmopolitan, just from the top of my head, even National Geographic. There's other magazines that have subscriptions and apps which you can see them online without having the physical magazine, and this will reduce waste, will reduce clutter in your house. So if you do have time to read magazines, this could be a very good option. I feel like I promise I hadn't had that much coffee today, but I feel I'm just rambling. Next thing is DVDs. Now, I'm pretty sure most people don't buy DVDs anymore. I used to, which I don't know why, but I used to really want to have a huge collection of DVDs to just choose whatever I wanted to watch, and it would look nice in case my guests came over, and it could be good memories and just have the film, movie, theater experience. But it's just, there's no point, is it? Now you have Netflix, you have Now TV, you have so many subscription services which you can watch all the movies you want and you could possibly have time for, and you don't really need to have the physical copy of it, because just go on a streaming service, really. And also, with what happened with VHS tapes, I feel like DVDs might eventually become obsolete, so there's really no point in having a huge collection, which maybe in a few years I won't be even able to watch anymore. So instead of buying DVDs, subscription services is the way to go. Last but not least, we're finally there. The last thing I don't buy anymore is trend pieces. Now, for trend pieces, I mean those items that you see everywhere, everybody seems to have, and it seems to be really fashionable, but really in at the moment. I try to avoid them, and I try to avoid them because I feel like they become too dated too fast, if that makes sense. Like, certain things you can attribute an era. You can even specify, oh, this was popular in the summer of '99, the summer of 2003, the winter of 2014. You can really pinpoint when these things were in trend. So I try to avoid buying those things because I feel like it will always be associated with that time. This can be good or this can be bad, but still, if you're trying to reduce, if you're trying to be a minimalist, you want to buy things that you can wear for years to come. So if you get trend pieces, it just feel like you're just gonna look good wearing it in that specific time, if that makes sense. The other reason why this has become a problem for me is because they are just seen everywhere, and so often that they stop being trendy very, very fast, if that makes sense. Like, you've seen it so much that you get tired of seeing it and you just stop liking it. So I feel like if I buy a trend piece, I'm gonna wear it maybe for that summer, but then next summer I'm like, even maybe for a month, you wear something every single day, and then you're gonna think, why am I still wearing this? Like, I've worn this too many times. And those were it. Those were the 7 things I don't buy anymore. Comment down below if there's anything from this list that you don't buy as well. If there's any more things that you could recommend that could be good things not to purchase anymore. If you have ideas of substitutes, for example, DVDs against subscription services. As usual, if you're not subscribed already, let's be friends. Put a like on it and we'll see you next time. Bye!